greatest and most influential speeches of all time, the person I chose as a great communicator stood up for what he believed in no matter the cost. He was the leader of the Civil Rights Movement and was a strong advocate against racial discrimination, poverty, and the Vietnam War. This man's life growing up, his actions, and his incredible character changed American society and made an impact that continues to last even today. He was born January 15, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia, during a time when racial discrimination and segregation were prevalent. He experienced racism as a young child and attended segregated public schools in Georgia. His father and his grandfather both were advocates for civil rights. Therefore, early in his life, he developed a desire for equality among all people, and ever since then, fought to see this dream become a reality. He graduated from school when he was 15 years old and attended Morehouse College in Atlanta. He then attended Crozer Theological Seminary in Pennsylvania. Next, he attended Boston University, where he received a PhD in systematic theology. He also met his wife, Coretta Scott, in Boston, and they had 2 sons and 2 daughters. This man had a great desire to see his children be raised in a society where racial discrimination was non-existent. During this time, his fight for civil rights really took off. He led the Montgomery bus boycott, which was an attempt to desegregate the public bus system. This successful endeavor lasted over a year, and during this time his house was bombed because he was involved in it. He also founded the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, which was a leadership council which was used in the fight for civil rights. Throughout his fight, he was arrested many times. While in jail one time, he wrote his famous letter from a Birmingham jail, which was a document that protested that it was the individual's responsibility to object and disobey laws that were unjust. 1963 was perhaps the pinnacle of this man's career. During this year, he led this famous March on Washington and also gave his famous I Have a Dream speech to over 250,000 people. He was also named Time Magazine's Man of the Year. The following year, he received the Nobel Peace Prize and became the youngest man to ever receive this award. He donated his prize money to help further his cause for civil rights. On April 4, 1968, while giving a speech at a motel in Memphis, Tennessee, he was assassinated. The man I chose had many great qualities that contributed to his ability to communicate. He had great morals and values, and he held himself to a high standard. Many people greatly respected him because of these qualities, which enabled him to become a leader. People listened to him and were influenced by him, qualities that, in my opinion, are important in any great communicator. However, his greatest qualities were perhaps his determination, his passion, and his boldness. Without these characteristics, his fight for civil rights would not have gone anywhere, and his speeches would not have made any difference. He had incredible passion and desire for equality among all citizens, and I believe that any great communicator must possess a great deal of passion for whatever they are trying to convey. His boldness, confidence, and determination enabled him to keep going when times were hard. He never gave up, and he always held on to his dream. All these qualities allowed him to make the incredible difference he did. The impact this man made on society and his great ability to communicate were greatly impacted by his life growing up, his actions in his fight for civil rights, and the great qualities he possessed. I will leave you with this quote from his famous speech. Now I say to you today, my friends, even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. This quote sums up the dream and desire this man fought so hard to see become a reality. The man I chose is someone to be greatly admired, not only for his impact as a communicator, but also for the legacy he left that continues to make the lives of American citizens better even today.